So finally, it seems like every single day I can give you guys some new information about Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. So let's buckle in and see what we are going to go over in today. Now, last week, the con hosted something called BigBen Week, which is where they showed off various games. And in that, some influencers as well as some PR and investors were invited to check out the con's whole lineup for this year and probably onwards as well. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown was there, and some people were actually able to go ahead and play it. And with that, they were able to share some of their impressions in the form of YouTube videos or articles, which we're going to go over in today's video. Now, GameRiot was one of the ones who was able to go. He shared his impressions, give us some more details. Pretty decent amount of gameplay was sent to them. It was pre-recorded and it was sent to them to post as background footage for their videos. So today we're gonna go over it. There's some newly confirmed cars, and what you're seeing in the background is something special for me to you. Shout out to the con and KT for sending this to me. But let's talk about first GameRiot's video. Okay, so GameRiot, now I'm gonna leave his actual video link in the description below for you guys to go ahead and watch yourself if you want. There's some details in it and all that, but we're going to go over quickly everything that he talks about in this video. The one thing that we should start off with is this, the E-Type. Yeah, so the Jaguar E-Type is confirmed for TDSC now. Very nice to see. In fact, can I just say,
yes, I got to play the,
come on, I am very happy that we have this car in TDSC, as you can clearly tell. But car sounds nice, pretty good. One thing you might notice is this actual steering animation. I do hope KT are able to increase this, but as the game, progresses up until launch, at least 360 degrees like WRC7. But obviously, looking at it right now, 45 degrees isn't going to impress a lot of people. So, kills on the con if you can. It would be very nice to see you guys upgrade that. But continue on, we got some GTR heavily trying to drive off-road. So you can clearly see that this game shows the differences between driving a car that shouldn't be off-road. A lot of people say the game looks floaty. Personally, I'm not really on that, but anyways, got some Taycan footage. And by the way, traffic actually does change depending on the area of the island you're in, as well as the time of day of when you're driving. Then we have some gameplay of the Alpine A1110. So next in this video, he has this clip of a Ford Mustang, if I remember correctly, which you guys might have seen me show you guys way back, the green Mustang. Other than that, shows some gameplay of the tuning of the G-Wagon. But of course, you can see some new areas of the map which are looking quite nice. Here we are on the sand area. I'm not really sure. Oh, I know where this is. I think this is around the southern side of Hong Kong Island. And you can see a nice little flames there in the far back. It looks like a jump point is there as well. So it looks like they made a nice little racetrack here on the dirt and sand for you. Then you have this, newly confirmed, although I think it already was confirmed, the Alfa Romeo 4C Spider, which, yes, you can take the roof off as well. There it is, driving in the rain. Some water effects coming up off the road, as I can see. Mirrors, they're not at full frame rate, and I think that comes with optimization. So as the game gets closer to launch, I'm sure mirrors in terms of FPS will be improved as well. This, my friends, you have to listen.
Other like Need for Speeds and stuff like that, where you just get gifted cards, they got there in the end. Slot machines.
The sound of this car is amazing, gotta admit. Now this, of course, is the Ferrari 812 Superfast, confirmed now for Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, so very nice to see that. But as he's also talking about the progression in the background of this video, but very nice to see that. And at some point, I think it's going to turn left here and show us the actual alleyways we can go down. Take a look at this. Game's looking very nice. And here, of course, we have the Daytona, I think it is. AC Cobra, AC Daytona. Someone correct me in the comment section below, but you have one of these vehicles. I think Shelby Daytona is the correct name of it. Very nice to see this car now confirmed for TDSC, because I don't think it was previously. But let's see what else we got. Of course, we also got some nice Raptor footage off-roading, which again, very nice to see. Drive around the Streets HQ area, the port area here as well, as you can see, which is by the Streets HQ area too. Some more interior shots of the 4C. Nice to see that. The Sharp HQ showing us what it looks like. Walking around, which first time, and hopefully he shows us the Streets HQ. Yes, he does. The Streets HQ also now shown. No white t-shirts. Shout out to the Streets, man. It's very nice to see that there as well. Next, we got dealerships. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. again, the whole dealership experience, it's just like TDU2. Opening the door, doors up and down. It is literally perfect. You could, as GameRiot saying, it's the same thing in TDU2. You tiptoe, crouch, go around, take a look at it. There's literally the TDU2 experience. Literally the TDU2 experience. But again, don't want to take the whole clip from him, and you know, you can test drive it as well. And then yeah, choose your colors as you could in previous TDU. Choose the interior colors like so. There we go. Nice to see that. And then we go in the Italian dealership, showing us some more gameplay. The Stratos, I think, was already confirmed as well. There's a 4C. And if I remember correctly, there should be some footage. Oh, it's right here. Right at the end of his clip. And it's kind of blocked, to be fair. I don't know how I can click X on this, but you can see the Bugattis. So now the Veyron Super Sport, the 16.4 and a 16.4 Grand Sport or Vertice. Someone said they're not really sure which version of it. And the Koenigsegg Agera RS, which you can see here underneath the other thumbnail. Because other than that, I can't really zoom in or anything, but that's the most we can see. I don't know how you close these, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber, I don't know how to close them. But you guys saw that. Now, let's take a look at some articles. So there's quite a few articles, and Mayor UK uploaded one too, but I promise you just how this starts is wild. Mainly, it's an interesting article, but again, I'm gonna leave that to you guys in the comment section below. You can check it out if you want. Now, this article from PC Games, it goes over the progression, saying that obviously, just like other TDU games, you need to work hard to get the vehicles for your garage. And one of the key things, the Ferrari F40 is confirmed. I don't think that was confirmed prior. And other than that, there wasn't really much in this article, so let's take a look at the next one. There's one from Push Square, which again, not really much in it, but let's take a look at the next one, which is from Video Gamer. As you can see, it looks like the footage was sent to everyone there because everyone has the same screenshots of the footage. It seems that basically they were restricted to a small area of the map, but they were saying the physics are pretty good. Overall, it seems everyone's saying that the physics are roughly what I've been saying in terms of Simcade, a mix between, some people have said Gran Turismo and Forza, some people have said a lot akin to Forza. So it looks like the whole idea of where the physics are seems to be what everyone is agreeing with. So we also have this article here from TSA, and in that same article, it also talks about the whole PvP thing and ranked. It says each season will have a competition for players to take part in, looking to rise above the ranks from bronze to silver through Solar Court, which grants access to a special featured car, a ultimate flex to demonstrate to the racing prowess. Now, this is what I was talking about to you guys in terms of the whole exclusive car. So it does seem I was right. It isn't just the Solar King and Queen, it's Solar Court and above, which up on the screen right now is how the whole rank system works. I'm sure come launch we'll learn more about it. Now, it also goes on and says that the Solar King or Queen is one per region per platform. Now, this whole region thing in terms of how it works, I'm not too certain. I don't know if it means, like, for example, if you want to free roam with your friend and your friend's in Europe and you're in North America, I don't know if that means you won't be able to play with them in free roam. Now, I'm not sure if ranked is exclusively to, I would want to say, your region, or if free roam is also region locked as well with regular races, because it would kind of suck if I can't play with my friend from Europe, because I do have quite a few friends from Europe. So if I can play with them, it would be pretty unfortunate with that in mind. But as long as I can free roam and at least do unranked races, sure, that's fine. And if this is something, then ranked races as the only type of race events that will be region locked would be a lot better, because again, we all want to play with our friends. So fingers crossed we learn more about that in specific detail so we know exactly how it works. Now, there's also an article here from Video Gamer which goes and talks to Gwinnett, and what he says is basically his competitors are GTA 6 4s and the crew in terms of the whole space, and he's not really that afraid of GTA 6, if you want to call it that, because that comes out next year, 2025. Taking a look pretty quickly, one of the key actual things from the article is right here. Speaking of features, the team at KT previously mentioned that there are going to be new features every 3 months, which you might have heard in this video as well. But the game director does say, I can't tell you, but you will have surprises for sure. He brought up the physical garage's inclusion of the game, a feature heavily requested by fans, and suggested that even though they have already a predefined roadmap, they're going to continue listening to the community to develop the game. Very nice to hear. Then it goes on about workshops and such, and yeah, that's that article pretty much nailed and done. And another key thing, they're actually talking about anti-cheat being the game. I didn't really give much details on it, but it looks like we will be having anti-cheat as well as a proper report system to deal with all of you people who are cheating and griefing in the game too. I mean, here at Giving got another article going over the fact that you cannot expect to own 50 vehicles after an hour of playing the game, unlike the Crew or Forza Horizon, which is very nice to hear. I think a lot of us are very excited for that. Some more screenshots here as well, as you can see, which again is basically footage that was screenshotted from GameRiot's content. Well, not from his content, but from the content that Nakon and Casey sent. Now, one thing I do want to point out is here, free content will arrive over the months and years with a season system lasting 3 months. So basically, every 3 months, we're going to be getting new content about Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown in the form of updates. Again, both, I assume, paid with the whole solar pass thing as well as free content as well, which is nice to see. Now, at the end of the 3 months, a player will be elected as Solar King, which you guys might remember hold the whole ranked thing, and they will obtain privileges like a special car for the duration of the next season. So basically, the Solar Court as well as the Solar King, those I don't know if it meant specifically, because I'm pretty sure it did say Solar Court and Solar King or Queen are able to have this exclusive vehicle, but it seems you only have the vehicle for a limited time. So next, you have to always defend your title over and over again, which is pretty nice. And all that, I'm kind of liking this whole competitive thing. And it was said in another, this was a actual French video, Alain Janou actually did say you can get to the max level by not doing any PvP races, just doing solo events, time attacks, and everything as such, exploring the island. So that's very nice to hear as well. So they also confirmed the console details here. It does say the studio has already confirmed a quality mode will be offered on consoles with 4K 30, as well as a performance mode offering 2K 60, which is pretty impressive. So all you console people, 4K 30 on good looks or 2K 60. Now 2K is surprising because that's not 1080p, that is 1440p, which is very nice to hear that that's what they got on consoles. So honestly, I'm pretty happy about that. So if you're a console player, that's nice. Let's take a look at another exclusive article here. So you have an interview here with someone named Sebastian Waxon, who's the brand manager at Nakon Racing. If you guys don't recall, at BigBen Week, they announced that they've split Nakon. Well, not really split Nakon, sorry. They've made a racing division at Nakon that focuses on the new Revo Sim line, which is a wheel. And in the article, they did announce that they are going to be announcing the whole direct drive wheel at Gamescom. So nice to see that we got a Gamescom confirmation in that article, which I'll leave a link down in the description below if I remember. Hopefully I do. But this goes over the new opus about TDSC, and this is probably the best article out of all of them. And I highly recommend you guys check this one out, mainly because if you're looking for additional information, it's pretty nice to see. Now, one thing I want to point out is it goes over the whole online notion and everything. Right here, the desire of online only. Are you not afraid of the same scandal as for the Crew? Now, this is what he says. With the first Crew, they put the servers offline at the end of the game, and players complained, rightfully so. So this is a problem to take into account at the end of the game's life, but we're not there yet. We are already focusing mainly on the release, which is getting closer. Also, it's a game that we want to develop in the long term. It feels weird to talk about the ending when the game hasn't been released. We aim to keep it alive like GTA, with updates every 3 months and community engagement. If possible, we will make updates for 10 years. Wow. Right then and there. What happened with the Crew, we have it in mind, but we're also starting to think about solutions that will prevent it from happening there. Players say, yeah, online only is going to be like the Crew, yeah, and that's understandable. This raises the question of when you buy something, you become an owner of an empty box at the end of the game's life. You lose everything as a result, and you are disposed with your progress, etc. You're already focusing a lot on the launch and post-launch with the first updates, and then when the end of the product's life comes, we will find solutions to avoid reaching that point. So that's nice to hear that they are considering something, but that's mainly the only thing that I think is pretty heavy that I want you guys to hear. But now let's take a look at some new gameplay. Oh, and before anyone asks, in the next clips, you're going to see me being pretty quiet and tamed. It's not because I'm not hyped. I just want to shut up so you can hear the sound of the vehicles, okay? Let's roll the clips. So here we are. First, the Lamborghini Huracan Performante. Look at the interior detail. ignition. Nice. But let's see what we have next. Until at night, traffic wouldn't be as dense. Pulling up to the gas station. Going to show you some launch control here as well, and the lighting KT have massively improved from last year's TV Connect event. Nice to see the traffic slowing down to the toll gate, and then they'll speed up again as well. Take a look. Oh, the lighting. It sounds beautiful, man. Here it is taking off. You can hear some rocks coming up. Listen to the reverb and echo on the rocks. Oh man. What a clip, guys. What a clip. I mean, for clips like that, you just gotta shut up. But let's see what we have next. And well, we have the Audi R8 RWS. Ignition. Look at the leaves falling on the car with the dynamic indicators. Beautiful to see. Dark nights where it's actually dark as well. So next here we have some drifting, as you guys can see. So radio menu and the vehicle wheel menu is basically a list. So when you press the button, that'll come up. Let's take a look at some drifting with the dynamic camera. Now, drifting, as I've told you guys, is basically more depth than Forza Horizon on the slip curve. So you'll see it here, you'll see it grip up, you'll see what I mean by it's not floaty. You can see the weight transfer shift as you do each drift. Here we go. And you'll see it on this turn as well. You can see the body roll, it's all there. I was lying to you guys, and hopefully you get to try it for yourself at launch. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Grips up there, goes straight. And here we are with one last turn coming up. There we go. And this is all recorded on wheel, by the way. So nice to see that. Some more drift. And here you can see curbs actually are curbs. But next we have this, the Ford Raptor. Taking a look. Dust particles. So suspension work is what I really want to focus on here, so you guys understand off-roading, especially on the off-road routes, feels really good. This is one of the walkie paths found on Hong Kong Island that KT have turned into a road. These actually don't show up on the map until you explore them yourself. They're beautiful. Also, deformed plants for vegetation. Very nice detail to have. And take a look at this view. And you don't really realize, but Hong Kong Island looks and feels so much larger than it actually is, guys. Being straight up honest with you. But anyways, that's the clip. Huge shout out to KT in the comments for sending this over to me. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe for more content. I can't wait to see you guys in another video regarding TDSC. I'm Luck7. I'll see you in another one. I'm out, guys. Peace.